Hi, welcome to the Tom the Treeman Show. You on the phone with Kat and Tom?
Hi, Tom. Nathan with Membership Auto. How
Hey,
you doing?
Nate, how we doing?
Hi.
Fantastic.
Hey, I know we haven't spoken to you in a while. I wanted to see if possible if you can get an update as far as on Membership Auto.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on. We got a new 10-bay store that we're opening up in West Palm Beach off of Okeechobee in 95, and we're about probably 2 weeks away from opening that store. It's been a pretty lengthy project. We've had to do quite a bit of construction and getting stuff done there, but it's been good. We've got some pretty exciting stuff coming up soon. The deals that we have been working on for a very long period of time for some national and potentially even international expansion look like they're coming to fruition. We've got multiple people on the other side that are working for us and with us, and we're now getting close to the terms that we need to get the deal done. It's a 3,200 store deal. We have a celebrity endorsement that we just started securing just as about a couple weeks ago, and I'll make the announcement on your show on who it is.
Okay.
We are in the process of doing all the legal paperwork now, so I'm not allowed to say their name, but they are an A-list celebrity, and it is big for us. We're extremely excited. We flew out to Los Angeles, met with them a couple weeks ago, and we had a deal in line within about 3 days. So everything is moving along quickly, and just some really exciting stuff. You know, we've been working heavily on the technology, the back end with the Future Tech software. We've been just trying to make the customer's experience just that much better, that much smoother. Just been looking into the expansions and endorsements, and we actually have multiple A-list celebrities that are talking to us now that may give us some endorsements over the next few weeks or months. So, we'll certainly, as soon as I'm legally allowed to, I will broadcast their name, and maybe even we'll have them on the show, and they can talk a little bit about what they think about the product. They're excited about it for sure, and so we just got a lot of good things going.
Now, did you ever think that you were going to be? I mean, obviously you had a dream, but did you ever think that you were going to be this far and to where you're at right now?
You know what? I mean, in life, you always say, you want to do something big, and you want to get to a certain level and achieve certain things. But I tell you, I feel awful blessed to be hanging out and talking with and negotiating with the people that I deal with. I have some incredible partners. I have an incredible board of directors. I have an incredible staff that I could not do this without. It is a almost insurmountable task, the things that we're trying to achieve. We are disrupting the largest industry on earth, and we are changing something that has been broken for over 100 years, and it is a monumental task. And I just feel just extraordinarily blessed to even. It's such a weird feeling to grow up listening to different artists and watching different people in movies and just being a regular guy from a very, very small town and just living a regular life, my whole life. And now I'm having dinner with major celebrities and meeting with these people in studios and on sets and having phone conversations with people that I've looked up to my whole life. So it's really surreal. I just feel blessed. It's incredible that we've been able to, get to this level and, had the amount of support that we've had. Like I said, the whole thing here is that this isn't just like me. This is a team of people that have come together for a common goal, and that's to eliminate scams in the auto repair industry. And they've all gotten behind me, and they've all used their resources that they have. And different people have different skill sets and resources, and I couldn't do it without any one of them, whether it be somebody helping me, in the garage installing equipment, or somebody in the background working on, celebrity endorsements, or, my chief technology officer working on the software with us, or, my management team helping me with, the massive amounts of crazy spreadsheets that we deal with. We just had a major investor that we were speaking with a couple of days ago, and he's a financial guy. That's what he does. He's a multimillionaire, and he has extraordinary amounts of experience and real estate all over the place, really, really successful. And we were speaking, and I said, did you take a look at the financials? And he said, I got to tell you, they're overwhelming. And now to hear something like that from a guy that is on that level, that it's so in depth and it's so big that it almost overwhelms them. It's just, like I said, it's almost surreal. I'm just a regular guy. I have a skill set. I'm good in the automotive industry, and I've been blessed with, certain traits. But this is such a team effort that I can't even explain how far my team has gotten me, and everybody that's been believing in me and coming on board with us and partnering with us and investing with us and everybody. It's absolutely incredible. I certainly, as I was growing up, I'm pretty young. I'm only 38 years old, but when I was growing up, I certainly never thought, as I was listening to a CD, I never thought, hey, in 20 years, I'm going to have a lunch with this guy in Miami, and we're going to be sitting shoulder to shoulder, having, jokes about, whatever happened, 5 years ago. It's really surreal, and it's really neat. It's a fun. I have an incredible life. I have 3 great children. I have a wonderful wife. I'm so blessed. I can't even, begin to imagine, how we got here. It's just lots of hard work and lots of luck and lots of blessings and just a phenomenal team that I've surrounded myself with.
Well, a lot of people don't follow their dream, and obviously you did that, and that's where it makes, I think, that more special, because it was like something that you had an idea. Hey, this is what I want to do. And then you went with it. A lot of people go, I got an idea. Example myself, I said, they have all these battery-packed cordless, like a weed eater, blower and stuff like that. But they don't have a battery pack for the vac, the vacuum. I'm like, why wouldn't you guys have that? So I actually sent that in to my idea to places. They told me, hey, we appreciate your idea, but if you don't trademark it yourself, it's basically ours. I'm like, are you kidding me? And that's where I like that you went. You had an idea. You sat there and you said, this is what I want to do. This is how I can change the industry. And that's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's I tell you, Mark Cuban said it. He said, like most overnight successes, I beat my head against the wall for 10 years and got nothing. And then I woke up one day and I was a billionaire. And that's kind of how I feel in my life. And I certainly am not a billionaire yet, but I'm on my way there, and I certainly am going to achieve it. But it's when you read the books about people that have been extraordinarily successful or disrupted an entire industry or radically changed something, and you read their stories about their struggles and what they went through and all of the setbacks and all of the things that they've had, there's really one common denominator, really two. And one, it's uphill the whole way. And it's really uphill, not just a little bit, but it is an insane struggle. And that's why most people don't do it, because it is extraordinarily difficult to deal with the employee issues and the financial issues and the regulation issues and just everything that comes along with any business, whether it be in the automotive industry or you want to design a patent for something, and we're working on multiple different patents, and it's just extraordinarily difficult. You're working with multiple attorneys and accountants and all of the different aspects you have to work on. And you have to just be driven about it. You just, if you don't think about it 24 hours a day, if you're not consumed by it, don't even bother. If you have a plan B, like a backup, if this doesn't work out for me, I'll just go do construction with my cousin Jimmy. It's not going to work, because if you don't make things happen and have no way out except for success, you just will never get through the hard times, because there are lots of them. And my father told me a story one time that really stuck with me. And they were in the old days when they would get on the islands and they would, try to take territory. They would have a lot of their soldiers get scared, and they were fighting in territory they weren't used to, and they would, want to get back on the ships, and they would leave, and they would lose the battle, and they would lose men, and they would lose lives. And so they weren't taking the islands, they weren't taking territory, and so the captains came up with a fantastic idea, and it worked really well. And what they did is they brought the ships in, they unloaded everybody off, once they got everybody off, they got them moved up off of the shore, and they set the boat on fire. And then they got off the boat. And so, when you burn the ship and you've got no way off the island, you've got to take the island. And
Absolutely.
so that's kind of where I am in my life. You just, you got a family to provide for. You got, you got backers that are believing in you. You got a team that's believing in you. And you take the good with the bad, and you just do it. And it's, like I said, it's not easy. And a lot of people look at it and they say, wow, Nate, it's great. You're an entrepreneur. You own your own business. You must have so much freedom, and you just get, you got all that. Listen, it's one of the most unfreeing experiences I've ever had in my life. But I love it, and I'm passionate about it. And so while I don't have the freedom that I would have if I worked a 9 to 5 or even a 10 to 10, it's like Grant Cardone says. I've seen it on Facebook multiple times. He said, my clock is from when I open my eyes until I work until I go to sleep, and that's what I do. And it's just, like I said, it's a labor of love. If you're not passionate about it, if it doesn't burn inside of you to the point where nothing can put it out, then something will put it out. And it's a drive and a purpose that I believe that I have in my life. And I won't let anything stop me. I've been through some pretty insurmountable, setbacks. Even recently I had a spinal fusion. I had a really bad car accident back in 2003, and I had my spine fractured. And I let it go and let it go and let it go. And eventually the doctors are like, we got to take care of this. And I had that spinal fusion surgery, and I had a titanium implant put in with some screws and rods, and I laid in bed, and it was unbelievable, the amount of pain and how much work it was to get out of bed, and how you take these things in life for granted. You just say, hey, I'm going to get up today, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to get up today, and I'm going to play with my kids, and I'm going to get up today, and I'm going to get in the car, and I'm going to drive. I didn't drive for over a month. Since I was 16 years old, I've never done that.
Damn.
And so, like I said, unless you have that, there's nothing that is going to stop me attitude, and you mean it. You can't just say it. You've got to know it. You got to feel it, and it's got to burn inside of you. And as long as you have that, you can do anything you want. And it's not just a joke or just a saying. You really can. We as human beings are capable of things that, look at the stuff that has been accomplished in technology and in infrastructure and in buildings and in every, imaginable portion of life. Things that people have accomplished because they set their mind to it. And it's stuff that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, people said that's impossible. You can't do that. You can't build a building that tall. You can't make something that large. You can't build a boat that big. You can't make a car that fast. And they keep on breaking the barriers.
Absolutely.
Because they believe in it and they do it.
We have Styles that's joining us. We're actually talking to Nathan from Membership Auto. Styles, do you have any questions for Nathan?
No, but Nathan, congratulations on your business. It sounds like things are really going well for you. I'm glad to hear about your success. I know it can be quite frustrating, as you mentioned, with Mark Cuban stating, hey, you can just bang your head against the wall for 10 years and then just one day wake up and you got it. Then you're on fire and you're millionaire, billionaire.
Yep.
But it takes time, and it sounds like you're definitely going in the right direction. I'm really happy to hear that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, absolutely, man. It's very inspiring, and I'm definitely proud to say that I got to talk to you and learn about what it is you've done and are doing and where you're going. So thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, no worries.
Well,
cool.
Nathan, once you get the okay to talk about the other situation, let me know. But I want you to keep us informed. Obviously, we've been on this wagon with you since you started it, and we'll continue doing that. Feel free, like I said, that you can call me anytime when you want to get some updates. And once you get
Absolutely.
you're ready, you're able to talk about the other situation, let's go ahead and get it rolling. And
that's going to be happening soon. So as soon as I get the legal okay from their legal team, we'll get it on the air for sure.
Perfect.
It's big, and we're really excited about the things we're going to be able to announce. So,
well, go ahead and
we appreciate it.
Go ahead and give out the website real quick and where they can get you at real quick.
Yep. Yeah, it's just www.membershipauto.com. And all of our contact information is on there, and there's some videos on there about what we're doing and how we're about to change the industry and how we're going to fix things. And we're in the middle of a website redevelopment right now. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll have a brand new website up, and we're going to be doing some new interactive stuff with scheduling and things of that nature. We've got our apps are done on iOS and Android, the Membership Auto app, and we're doing a lot of different things with connecting push notifications with services and stuff like that. So we're really starting to get some of this technology that we've been working on for years. We're starting to really get this stuff pushed out there and really starting to introduce it into the industry. So we're excited. We appreciate it.
Let me ask something real quick. I have a new like a F-150, and
Yep.
They give you the 36,000 miles, outbox.
Yep.
Now, is there a way of saying, hey, look, I don't need? I mean, obviously you want it because it's free, but then they kind of beat you on the backside anyway on half of the stuff, but. Is there a way of like you go into a dealership and say, you know what, don't worry about it. I'll take my truck without that, and then sign it over to you guys, and then going from there?
I mean, here's the situation. There's going to be a factory warranty, excuse me, on anything you buy, and most of that is kind of governed by the federal government. And so the 3-year 36,000 mile warranty or the 5-year 50,000 powertrain warranty or different things like that. Those are pretty standard, and those are kind of set in stone. Those don't cover any of your maintenance. Your 3-year 36,000 mile doesn't cover your oil changes and transmission services, and any of the brake fluid flushes, coolant services, any of the routine maintenance. That's still your responsibility. They're just warrantying, basically material defects in the vehicle or electronic defects in the vehicle. They, a lot of times will challenge you on the warranty stuff because it costs them money. It doesn't make them money. A lot of the dealerships now are starting to introduce these packages, and I you don't want to talk bad about anybody, but I know what they are firsthand, and they try to make you sound like they're going to save you a ton of money by basically working in these maintenance packages. Oh, hey, we're going to throw this maintenance package in. There's nothing free. Okay, in life, there's nothing free. And
they're making the money on the back end, absolutely.
They're making the money on the back end. They put points on it. There's all types of creative ways to put thousands of dollars worth of interest and fees and all these things. So, you get $2,000 worth of, service at retail value from a dealership, which cost you $1,000 at our independent shops. But you're getting these services, and you're just way overpaying for them. But it gives people a sense of peace about it, that they've already kind of like prepaid and it's kind of like included in the deal. Here's the situation. This membership auto platform, this new club, this membership club that we have is the only way to ensure that you are not overpaying, you're not getting sold something you don't need, you're not getting scammed, you're not getting locked into any long-term contract. We have a 15-day notice to cancel whenever you want. We are the only membership club on the planet for automotive service and repair. There is nothing like this in existence today. So I steer my customers away, and not because I want the business. I mean, we've got business, but I steer them away from these extended contracts and these extended service contracts and services included for the first 3 years and all this stuff. Like I said, there's nothing free. If you look at it, you could tell them clearly, I don't want that, and it would come off the price of the vehicle. So you have a choice to make when you purchase your vehicle. You do not have to take those extended service contracts or maintenance contracts. It is not free. It is not. They say it's included, but it was added on, and so I would steer away from those. Exactly.
Yeah,
how much can you afford? You want your payment at $400 or $450, and so I would steer away from that, and I would steer towards something like this, where you have something that you're getting a guaranteed value for. You're not overpaying for it. You're not paying interest for it, and our service, hands down, and I can say this for a fact, is better than the dealership standard. And I can say that because I know the dealership standard. It's in all of our software that we've been using for the last 17 years in business. I know the manuals and how they tell people to take care of their vehicle. Here's the problem with dealerships, and this is my major problem with dealerships. The dealership writes the book on how to maintain your vehicle that they built. Okay? what incentive do they have to make your car last 300,000 miles or 500,000 miles or 1,000,000 miles? What incentive do they have?
None. They want you to trade that in or buy a new one.
Not one iota of reason for that to happen. None of the major corporations care if your car lasts, whether it be these quickie oil change places or any of the national competitors of ours that are franchised and they're really big and they've got names that everybody recognizes. They don't care. 90% of those guys are working on commission. Nobody in my company works on commission, and they unfortunately, too many of these people don't have your best interest in mind, and we wanted to change that to where we're working together as a team, as you, the client, and we, the mechanics for your vehicles. We want to work together to save you money, reduce your headaches, reduce your breakdowns, and it works. We started developing this in 2010. We've been really hitting this hard since 2011, 2012, and it works. The software has proven it. Our algorithm is perfect. It works, and it saves customers thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's what this is about. This is about saving the clients money, letting them have peace of mind, letting them just enjoy the ride, and let us worry about the car. Don't worry about your car, your truck, your SUV, any of that. Just don't stress out. Let us take care of it. And we've been speaking to some real high-end people and some people in some major corporations. And if I said their name, you would instantaneously know who I'm talking about. And I have had corporate level people that work for companies, that even companies that do vehicle service and repair say, hey, on a personal note, like, when are you coming to Chicago?
Right.
Or when are you coming to this city? Or when are you coming to that city? Because they want to sign up. And they work for companies that actually provide auto repair. So that says something about our program when you have that type of an impact. So
Absolutely.
To answer your question, I would steer away from them. I wouldn't do any of these included maintenance contracts. They're not included. They're additional charges, and I don't believe that they're a good value. I just don't.
Well, I appreciate that, Nathan, and we're going to go ahead and let you go. We're going to touch base. Let's go ahead and mark it down for at least a couple of weeks, and then get another update from you.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, Tom. You enjoy the rest of the evening, and I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.